everyone, welcome back to another Anything for Life video, and today we are going to be showing you how to get the most out of your Apple Watch. Now, this works for any Apple Watch, although my one is currently the latest generation, SE3. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So what I'm going to go through first is bands. So watch bands comes in many different flavors, as you well know, and especially if you've already bought your Apple Watch, you would either have probably gotten the silicone one, which obviously comes with the SE, or any Apple Watch in general. There also is this really sleek textiles one, which I really like. It's like really feels nice, and it's not restrictive to like dots. So like if you're like in the middle of one dot and another dot, then this is really good because it doesn't have a size, because it can go through any size. And this is Velcro, which is kind of maybe a downside, because I mean there are stories about how Velcro kind of gets unsticky after a while, so maybe not the best decision. Sadly, this is not swim proof, so if you're going swimming with this, then probably not a good idea to get this band. But yeah. Talking about swimming, I honestly think that you shouldn't go around with the Apple Watch, even though it's waterproof. Like, I mean, all things are waterproof, I know, right? But most tech is waterproof, but the only problem with waterproof technology is after a while, obviously it stops being waterproof. So, only take it out in water if you absolutely need to. That's my general rule of thumb. Now about watch bands, let's just talk about how to quickly take them off and put them on. So it's very easy to take them off. So you just want to see if you see that little button here, this button here, so where the digital crown is facing that way, you should see a little button. Just press on that with your thumb. Sorry. Press on that with your thumb and push it off through any side. So I was just pressing down this little button. Just hold it down. Okay, same thing for the other side. Oops, out of focus. There we go. Same thing here. Just press that button and take it off. So now we just have the Apple Watch here. So we're just going to leave that to the side. So this is the band in general. So as you know, this is fully adjustable. It's very good. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So I'm just going to Velcro it back on. To attach the band, take the Apple Watch, push it in this one here, so the digital crown facing that way. Yeah, so just like that. Just be careful, make sure that the Apple logo is up on the top, and yeah, that should be all you need. So then, what you want to do in that area, you should see this little number here. My one says 46mm. So what you want to do here, oops, out of focus, sorry guys. So now, whenever you see that 46, put it inside the, yeah, oops, focus again. So with this, underneath, push it through, oops. It's a little bit hard, so you just have to get it through the notch correctly, like that, boom. Then, on the other side, fairly simple, do the exact same thing. So be careful again, because it's easy to slip the band. So just make sure it goes in the hole properly. And yeah, boom, that's all you had to do there. So now that is the watch band thing complete. So now let's go in through turning on your Apple Watch. So how you wanted to usually turn on the Apple Watch is you can press the side button here. Might be a little hard to see, but you just press the side button. And boom, you should see the Apple logo. Now, the boot up will take a little bit of time. So most people don't actually turn off their Apple Watches. But if you just got it now, then you would probably have to go through the setup process. So the setup process is really simple, so just do that really quickly. And once you're done, you should be able to see your watch face. So let's just wait for a little bit while my Apple Watch boots up. Boom! Great. So whenever you start off, you should be able to see your watch face. I have a really clean one, which I really like. It's called the Nike Digital one. It has all my good complications for me because I'm not really that much of a fitness person. But yeah, so what you want to do is you want to enter your passcode. So if you've set that one up, just enter it here. There are many features on the Apple Watch, starting with the home place. So there are many different ways to change your watch face. There are many different watch faces in general. So there is one way you can easily change them. Hold down onto the thing and you should see a bunch of different wallpapers. I mean, you will just see this one wallpaper. Then you can swipe to the right and you should see a bunch of other wallpapers. Usually, if you've just started off using your Apple Watch, you won't see anything except the new button. So click new and you should see a whole bunch of watch faces. If my Apple Watch would like boot up. Okay, so as you can see here, there are a whole loads of different watch faces, and in each section there are thousands of different ones. So there's photos. There are all these different ones. Sorry if it's not loading. It should load at some point. There we go. So we have flow, exactograph, photos, a whole loads of different watch faces. They're honestly so cool because you can customize them to your liking. So let me just show you how to customize a watch face. So I'm going to customize this motion wallpaper. It's pretty cool. So starting off, there's the collection. So you can either choose flowers, jellyfish, or it's just flowers, jellyfish, or butterflies. And this will depend on each watch face you're using. For me, this is what you'll see. In the complication section, you can change it to whatever you like. For me, I put these settings. I put my weather up here, my date up here, and my notes. Pretty simple. That's what you'll usually do. But if you have a more data-heavy one, like for example the Nike Digital, you will see a whole bunch of different things. So for example, for me, there's the style one. You can either have the outline, the solid, or the two-tone. I really like the outline, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. For color, there's so many different color options here. All the different colors of the rainbow. You can even add more colors if you want. I want to just keep it standard white. And obviously the complications again, so you can change whatever you want as a shortcut. Pretty simple. That's the watch face. It's very simple and very easy. Now let's go through the different items of your Apple Watch. So you have two primary ways to interact with your watch. You have the side button, you have the digital crown, and you also have your display and like your touchscreen. You can use the digital crown to scroll. You can use the side button for many things, and obviously that's pretty much it. And the touchscreen obviously works like any other touchscreen. So I'm just gonna enter my password again. Okay, so what we want to do now is if you rotate the scroll wheel up, you should see what it's called the Smart Stack. The Smart Stack is a very easy way to see all your most important widgets. Here, it obviously will show the time, it will show the date, and a whole lot of other things. You can edit this to your liking. For me, I have a whole bunch of random stuff. But yeah, you'll see a whole lot of different stuff no matter when you're there or whatever. That's that. And if you scroll up now, you should see your notifications. The notification will show you messages, awards, fitness goals, and a whole lot of other stuff. The next important feature of the Apple Watch is Siri. Now, Siri is also done by the digital crown. If you hold down the digital crown, oh, there you go. Sorry, Siri. Oh, shoot. So if you just hold it down, you'll get Siri. Now, please be quiet. Thank you. So now, what you should be able to do is that's another important feature of the Apple Digital Crown. One of the other features of the Digital Crown obviously include if you just tap it once, you'll get your apps. And there are just so many apps. You can download more through the App Store, and I'll talk about the apps in a bit. Next, by double tapping your Digital Crown, you should be able to see all your most recent apps. And there'll be a whole lot of different stuff here. And you shouldn't really care about any of it. But it's just super easy if you want to close different applications. Now is the next one, and this is the side button. The side button can be used very simply. If you want to use the side button, you click the side button once, and it will take you to the control center. Basically similar to your Mac's control center and your iPhone's control center, and even your iPads. So this will show you a whole lot of different widgets. So for me personally, you will see mobile data, you'll see Wi-Fi, you'll see airplane mode, you'll see your battery percentage, you'll see school mode, you'll see flashlight, you'll see walkie-talkie, you'll see the different focus modes, you'll see the notifications or silent mode, water lock, theater mode, the media control, AirPlay, increased text size, new note, and reminders. Let's go through each of them really quickly. So obviously, as you know, school time mode will basically block everything, and it's very easy to use. Flashlight is also a pretty normal one. It will blind you if you want it to. So I'll just show that. It's super blinding. It looks as if it's really dark in here, even though it's not. Sorry, I don't know why it's flickering. So let it just let my phone adjust. There we go. That looks better. So let's get out of the flashlight app. So now, continuing on with the control center thing. The next thing we're going to look at now is walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie can be used to make yourself available at any point. I'll talk about it later when we go to the app section. Then we have obviously the focus modes. These focus modes will allow you to focus into anything you want to do, similar to your iPhones and Macs. This will also sync to your iPhone whenever you do that, and similarly if you do it on your iPhone or Mac. Then you have silent mode, which is as verbatim, it is pretty much just silent mode. We have water lock whenever you're going swimming, and a really good feature it has is when you eject it, when you stop it, it will start ejecting the water from the speakers if you have any water in the speakers, which I presume you would if you were using that. We have theater mode to silence everything, so I'll just show you what that works. Cinema mode, yeah, same thing. Stop. Then obviously we have volume control, AirPlay to connect like earphones or speakers or whatever. Increase text size, and yeah, new note and all that kind of stuff. And you can always edit this to remove stuff or add stuff as you're liking. Now, another thing that you can use with your side button is if you hold it down, you will get the, I don't even know what you call this, the power menu. You can power off your watch through here. You can get your medical ID through here. You can also get emergency services, and if you hold it down for 5 seconds, it'll obviously call emergency services. I'm not going to do that because it's against the law. And yeah, that's pretty much all that is. So yeah, let's move on to the app section now. Now it's time for the app segment of this video. So when you click the digital crown once, you will now be taken to the apps menu, and there's so many apps to cover. So, especially if you link this to your iPhone, there is just so much you can do with this device. You can make calls, you can receive mail, you can talk to friends and family through messages. You can have a mindfulness, it is a mindfulness app. I've installed Amazon Music. There is the fitness app. So the fitness app is pretty cool. I'll show you about all that. So in the fitness app, there is just so much. I mean, this is not called the fitness app. This is called the I don't know. What do you even call this? Activity rings. So yeah, these are called activity rings, and they're a fun way to keep you accountable. All right. So there are 3 different rings. One is the red one, and this is the move symbol. The move one will basically show you like how much you've moved throughout the day, basically. The next one we'll be going through is the green one. The green one is the exercise one. How long you've spent exercising. For me, it's like 131 out of 45 minutes. Then we have standing in how much you've standed in a, in like whatever your goal is. I only put 6 hours because I don't really stand that much. Then we have 3 segments. There are 3 different apps, or like 3 different segments of this app. We have obviously statistics, we have weekly summaries, we have exercise goals, and we have stand goals, and you can also change goals, and you can also pause them. For example, if you're going for some reason. We have people you can compete against. It's really fun. I'm obviously not going to show it for like obvious reasons. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move to the next segment. The next segment is the award section. There'll be so many awards you can get. I have a bunch here, and you can complete them for like many reasons. It's really easy to get most of these awards, and yeah, fairly easy. I'm not sure why I keep doing that. When you go down, sorry guys. When you go down across the thing, you should be able to see your steps, your distance you've done, and the amount of stairs you've climbed. And finally, you can see any workouts you've done today. Now, let's move on. Let's go back to the apps. Obviously, you can sum them through the digital crown. Then click the fitness. The fitness app has so many different options for you to do, and there's just way too much actually here. Like, let me just show you how many different workouts there are here. Let's just show you all of those. See, just so many. It's like not even funny how many there are. So yeah, you can work out on basically everything here. You can obviously have access to music on the workout app too. We have settings. We have a whole lot of basic apps that you can get. For example, these aren't, you can get them, they come pre-installed on your Apple Watch. We have timers, we have stopwatch, we have world clock, and we have alarms. Very cool. We have the calendar app, which is a great app, especially if you already have a lot of activities that you're doing and managing through Apple Calendar. Very useful. Apple Maps, for whatever reason, if you want to navigate the world on your Apple Watch and just your Apple Watch, or leave your iPhone at home for some reason. And you can obviously have your weather app to check the weather, a compass app to like show you north, south, west, east, that kind of thing. There it works. Obviously, it gets interrupted whenever you put a magnet close to it. Like, when you're gonna do that? We have the Photos app. It will sync to your iPhone. Apple Music, if you have Apple Music. We have the heart rate monitor, so check your heart rate. There will be Apple Podcasts, there'll be stocks, there'll be the App Store, there'll be noise, so they'll tell you whenever you're basically hearing way too much. Reminders, it works exactly like in your Mac, in your iPhone. Translate, Apple Translate, which is basically the same thing. Apple Notes, Smart Apple Home, I guess. Tidal, which will basically show you the tide. Calculator, Find My, 3 different Find My apps. Contacts, Apple Wallet, so you can make transactions through your Apple Watch if you would like to do that for whatever reason. And obviously you have walkie-talkies, so walkie-talkie is pretty cool. You can basically contact people through there. We have Now Playing to show you whatever music you're currently playing. Shazam, if you're not aware of Shazam, it can basically show you, like, if you're listening to a song that you really, really like, and you would love, and I mean like love, to play music out of there, to find out what music is currently playing, because for some reason you don't know what that music is, use Shazam. It's like Google Lens, but like on steroids. Then we have Voice Memo and Apple Mode. We have Memoji as well. And I have installed a bunch of apps, obviously, because there are some essentials that you need to download. One of the essentials that I've downloaded is 100% Audible. I love audiobooks. We have Water Reminder to remind you to drink water. You'd be surprised how useful this is. Then we have, I completely forgot what this is called, but it's like a app that you can use to check like public transport whenever you're going outside or anything. Pedometer Plus to check how many steps you've done today. I've done like 10,000. Wonderful. Then we have a U-browser to browse the internet on your Apple Watch. To be honest, it just doesn't work well. It's like clunky. And yeah, those are the main ones I would definitely download. And yeah, that's basically the basic apps on your Apple Watch. Sorry, there's a freaking truck that's going outside. Sorry about that. And there are some apps that will be here, but for family setup or Apple Watches for kids, they will be automatically disabled. And I'll talk about those features right now. So there are a bunch of features that basically are disabled on the Apple Watch family setup. Some apps that on the Apple's Play Store that requires an iPhone will not work with Apple Watch family setup. WhatsApp, you won't be able to get. Spotify, you won't be able to get. But Apple Music works fine. Like, what is this? Why? Spotify, answer yourselves. And there are just a whole bunch of apps that are not supported because obviously you don't have an iPhone. So, when you're an actual adult and you actually have an iPhone to connect it to, then it just works like magic. You can have all your contacts saved on there. It just works beautifully, right? It just works beautifully. You have access to the sleep app to check your sleep. You have the access to your My Health app, which will basically show you all the My Health features, your sleep score, your REM sleep, your deep sleep, when you're awake, all that kind of stuff. It's just so helpful and super good. Now, those are one of the few limitations of when you on family setup. But another limitation you also have is gestures. Default on Apple Watch for Kids, there is only one gesture that is supported. Cover to mute. And this is a really cool gesture because whenever you're in an app, I'm just going to open up Apple Music because something went wrong. Whenever I want to just dismiss whatever's on the screen, I can take my hand and palm it and it will automatically turn off. Great. Now, what else you can do is if you're not using Apple Watch for Kids or Apple Watch family setup, you can use this gesture, which is like you do this and you can basically if you know the tab functionality on your Mac or your Windows, it does pretty much like that. For example, if you're on iMessages, you can do this and it will automatically do that. It's just like if you have a whole bunch of stuff on your in your hands and you just go tap tap and you answer a message or something. It's just so useful than having to put all the stuff down and then do that. Sadly, I don't have access to the feature, but it's a cool feature. Another one is wrist flick. If you're ever in an app that you don't want to be in, like for example, World Clock. If you do this, you do that, and it will immediately take you to the home screen. For me, it doesn't work, but you get the idea. So yeah, that's a pretty basic whole thing about how you can use your Apple Watch really effectively. I know it's a really long video, it's 20 minutes long already, but it's to get the most out of your Apple Watch, right? Just for beginners, I thought why not make something like this. So yeah, have a great day, guys. And so this was the Apple Watch, how to get the most out of your Apple Watch. And yeah. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful day. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned how to get the most out of your Apple Watch. Most of the stuff that I mentioned will work on most Apple Watches, although there might be some older generations which do not support all the features I mentioned. But yeah, Apple Watches are just great, especially if you're a part of the Apple ecosystem already. But as you know, Apple is just not friendly to people who are not in their ecosystem. If you just have a Mac, you'll be fine. If you just have an iPhone, you'll be fine. But if you just have an Apple Watch, you're not fine. You can't even set it up. Why did you buy it? What are you doing? So that's an extra $200 to your investment. $200 more for investment to buy an iPhone 11 SE or something. So I guess you got a really budget iPhone, and then it would work, obviously. But I mean, again, $200 investment. So you've already paid $600 for your Apple Watch. So yeah. Anyways, have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.